Hi, I'm Rosemary Salaji, and this is Critical Assignment 2 for Children's Literature, LAE 4416. This is my video presentation for my lower level reading learning center. My students will work in centers after listening to a read aloud of The Most Magnificent Thing, written and illustrated by Ashley Spires. The standard we'll be addressing is LAFS. Point 1.1, which reads, ask and answer questions about key details in a text. Shelley Gray's YouTube video presentation was a great resource that helped me understand how I could organize my centers. I use large Ziplocs, like Shelley Gray's did, to hold the contents of each center. I labeled each bag with the standard the center will be covering, and then I color coded them, so my lower level readers are my blue group. So first, students will listen to the teacher-led read aloud, and then they'll assemble into their groups and they'll buddy read The Most Magnificent Thing. So the first page in my packet is a title page, and then on the back are all of the directions for the center. Let's see. On the first page, for students to complete, students will need to write their name on top, the book title, and the author's name, which is a great review from kindergarten. Down here, it says the main character is, and a blank. Students at this level may write one word or may challenge themselves and write a couple words. The setting is blank. And then I also have the standard listed at the bottom. Students will be encouraged to work with their reading buddies to complete the packet. This first page is to get students thinking about the setting and about the characters. The next worksheet requires students to engage in a hands-on learning experience by cutting and pasting pictures of the character, matching them with her feelings. So this allows the learner to think about the character, who the character is, and how she changes throughout the story. On the last page, students will illustrate the setting. So on the first page, students wrote one word at least to describe the setting, and here they're going to illustrate the setting. So students will need to really think about the details of the setting. There's also a place on the bottom where the students could write something about the setting if they choose to challenge themselves. Students will be encouraged to utilize their reading partners as well as the book as resources to get all of the answers and all the information they need to complete this packet. The last page is my rubric, and I used a template provided by Professor Kiefer at Indian River State College. Thank you, Professor Kiefer. The first one is, the first area that they'll be tested on is identify the main character, then cut and paste pictures of the main character to match her feelings. And I did a point system, either 3, 2, or 1 points. The next section is identify the setting of the story, then create an illustration of the setting, partner reading, name on paper, which I think is very important, and following directions, also very important, especially for this age. Carol Tomlinson says, an assessment needs to call upon analytical, creative, and practical, as well as memory skills, which is what I believe that I did in this center.